Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Doc. In today's video I'm gonna show you how many render tokens you will need in the next bull run to become a crypto millionaire. I'm gonna back this number up by a lot of data so you guys understand where this number is coming from. And I'm not gonna talk too much in this intro and get straight to the point of this video. So the first part of this video, I'm gonna explain you guys what a render token is and which problems it's actually solving. So the render network is the first network to transform the power of GPU compute into a decentralized economy of connected 3D assets. So basically, it's a network connecting every single GPU in the world to make the most powerful, decentralized computing power network that's ever existed. So why would it be better than nowadays computing power services? Because data centers are unable to expand fast enough to offer competitive prices. Consumer GPUs come with every single phone and computer. The number of GPUs in the entire world is estimated to be around 265 million, and fewer than 50,000 GPUs are available through data centers. So if render token network would only have 1% of the idle GPUs in the render network, they'd be adding the equivalent of 21 billion GPU infrastructure with zero capital expenditure. That would be a 5,300% increase in rendering capacity versus public cloud today. So this is really big. And you guys might be asking, well Doc, is computing power and decentralized GPU that much needed? Well, the biggest and most fastest growing consumer based product, ChatGPT, is over 30,000 NVIDIA GPUs deep and still needs more GPUs. They actually said in Congress, the CEO, that they cannot upgrade ChatGPT anymore because they cannot get more GPUs. Like it's the only thing stopping the AI innovation. And other articles are already coming out that AI model training costs are expected to rise to a number of 100 million to 500 million by 2030. This might even be way more with the rising price of GPUs. You might be thinking, Doc, well, what about Amazon cloud computing? It's the fastest growing model of Amazon. In 10 years, it grew from a total revenue of 0.67 billion to 80 billion. It's making over 25% in profit, but still, while being Amazon's most successful business, it cannot grow fast enough. We have movies that have to wait for 6 to 12 months to be done on the cloud computing power of Amazon because they don't have enough GPUs. Data centers, computing power center, they're all limited to fixed amounts, but decentralized GPU networks, power can be unlimited, and this is why render will be so huge. And already thousands and thousands of people are on the render network, but it's about to blow up. And now I'm gonna show you guys what render has actually achieved so far. So the first thing about OTOY, basically the company behind render, what they achieved is a partnership with Apple. They're honored to have their software Octane X features in today's Apple event, #render. Well, to prove you guys, if you go to the official Apple website, the MacBook Pro says Octane X is for 3D rendering, the best one to use. The iPad Pro, Octane X. Octane X, the software behind OTOY and Render, can make a simple iPad render like 10,000s of iPads. But not only the iPad and the MacBook Pro, no, the Mac Pro comes pre-installed with OTOY Octane X as well, and rendering jobs will be 11 times faster using the software. And you guys might be thinking, well, I read OTOY, I don't read render. Well, on the official OTOY website, it says that Octane X ships with full support for render, the first distributed GPU rendering platform enabling artists to effortlessly scale their rendering job through the massive processing power available to decentralized GPUs. Octane X is the best software. Apple knows it because it makes everything so much faster. It's cheap computing power because you need zero infrastructures. And yes guys, I already gonna say this, it's not yet on Render Octane X because Render is gonna migrate to Solana at the end of the year, and then they will go on Render. And you can already imagine what this will be when Apple sells 400 million devices yearly which come pre-installed with Octane X. If like even 1% gets memberships, that's so much power coming to the render network you cannot even imagine. And there's also burning mechanism coming, which is actually gonna be one by one with the usage, but I'm gonna tell you guys later in this video about it. So the second thing that Render has achieved is actually putting stable diffusion on render. As you can see on the official Render website, stable diffusion. So one of the things that they're showing here is basically text to image, where someone typed, I want to make a fruit basket Van Gogh style for only 2 cents of a euro. He got 4 perfectly images generated in no time. But not only text to image is something big from stable diffusion, like in the background we got commercials being done by AI in stable diffusion. But not only commercials, we got full movies being done by AI in stable diffusion. We got old movies getting de-aged, actors you looking actually like they're prime again by AI in stable diffusion. We're talking about a $100 billion film industry. Already big movie studios are rendering on Render because it's cheap, it's fast. So this is gonna be really huge. But yeah, we got Apple, we got stable diffusion, we got artists using. But what's coming for Render? Well, 2 big things are coming for Render by the end of the year. The first thing will be the Solana blockchain migration. The second one, the implementation of a burning and mint equivalent. So basically what this burning will be is that on the customer side, someone will pay with fiat or with render tokens. The tokens that he pays with or the fiat will be straight burnt in render. On the other side, the people who provide the rendering power, the node operators, will be daily paid by a fixed amount of tokens. But of course, if the daily amount is like $100,000 used on the network and the mint tokens is 10,000, then we will have like around $70,000 in render tokens straight burnt. And this cannot keep going on, because if this keeps going on for weeks and months, the token price has to go up because the supply will decrease. And if not many people sell their render token, it will actually decrease even faster and faster. So this is coming end of the year, which is extremely bullish. But to get more usage on the network, the CEO of OTOY and Render is that said they will start an open source for language learning models for render nodes. This is basically like ChatGPT. In the beginning of the video, I told you guys 30,000 GPUs for one, and his guess is that they will have 3 or more soon before end of the year. Can you even imagine the usage of 3 learning language models on the render network, and it will burn one by usage? It's going to get deflationary really fast. By next year, it's gonna be insane. That's why I'm making these videos. I made them at 40 cents. I will keep making them for you guys because the potential, in my opinion, is too big. But now, the moment you guys have been waiting for, my price prediction and my non-financial advice about how many tokens you will need to become a crypto millionaire. But before I do this, a quick little shout out to Michael on Telegram and Dylan Dylan on YouTube. We were my first crypto donators on YouTube. They appreciate the content and wanted to support me. They asked my address, I sent them my crypto address, and they actually donated crypto. So big shout out to these guys. Another from that, let's get on. So I believe that just like Nvidia is a top 10 stock sitting at rank 6 with a market cap of 963 billion, that the biggest provider of decentralized GPU deserves to be a top 10 crypto. I said this on rank 180, I said this now on rank 44, and it's much easier to believe now, but we're not done yet. So what would a top 10 crypto mean? Well, if we take a look at a historical snapshot of the last bull run, we can see that a top 10 crypto would be around 35 billion. But every time a bull run appears, it's always bigger, because if we take a look at the 2017 bull run, we can see that the top 10 crypto would be 11 billion. So this would mean if we were 3x at 35 billion, that a top 10 crypto in the next bull run could be a 100 billion market cap. And for all the people saying 100 billion is insane, well, in the 2017 bull run, XRP, the biggest solver of banking issues, had a 130 billion market cap, while no bank still to this date is using Ripple. Another thing, in 2021, ADA, the layer 1 killer of Ethereum, reached 93 billion in market cap without even having smart contracts. Until this day, nobody's still using ADA, but yet they have 93 billion achieved and Ripple 130 billion. So if you think a 100 billion render is impossible, then you might think that, but I truly think, non-financial advice, it's possible. And now, how many render tokens do you actually need? Not financial advice. So the current token price of render is around $2.75 with a market cap of 1 billion. A top 10 crypto would be between the following market caps. Like I said, 35 billion in the last bull market. I cannot see a bull market where a top 10 crypto would be less than the previous. So let's take 35 billion as the minimum. So between 35 billion and 100 billion. So a 35 billion market cap would be a 96 token render. A 100 billion market cap would be a $275 render. So with a 35 billion market cap, you would need 10,400 tokens to be a render millionaire. With a $100 billion market cap, you would only need 3,636 tokens to be a render millionaire in the next bull run. But of course, we also have a burning mechanism coming by the end of the year. But I think the burning mechanism prices will be probably for the next 5 to 10 years and not really in the next bull run. But if we would burn 10%, it would take you 9,000 tokens with 35 billion and 3,200 with 100 billion. If we would burn 25%, it would take 7,800 with 35 billion and only 2,700 with 100 billion market cap. If 50% of the tokens will be burned, this will be like not in the coming years, but it's always possible. You never know. 5,200 tokens for 35 billion and 1,800 tokens for 100 billion. And if, let's say, 75% gets burned, it would mean 2,600 tokens for 35 billion market and only 909 tokens for 100 billion. And with the growth of AI, and if they implement enough things on the network to start the burning coming, this burning might be happening way faster than anyone could imagine. But yeah, guys, the thing I'm looking at probably for the next bull market are these numbers, but you never know how fast these numbers could occur. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to follow me at TheRealDoc on Twitter to know when I post about crypto or to know when I post crypto videos. Also, click on the screen right now if you want to find one of the best crypto passive incomes which works in a bull run and a bear market. Also, like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel for more crypto content and YouTube. Until next time.